continue with money and banking. Let's start with central bank. Central bank is a monetary authority of a country. It controls, regulates, and supervises all the monetary institutions. The name of the central bank in India is Reserve Bank of India (RBI). It was established in 1935. Central bank is an apex bank. Yes, it's an apex body that controls, operates, regulates, and directs the entire banking and monetary structure of the country. It is known as the apex, supreme body, as it occupies the topmost position in the monetary and banking system of the country. All the financially developed countries have their own central bank. India's central bank is the Reserve Bank of India, that is RBI. RBI was established in April 1st, 1935 under Reserve Bank of India Act passed in 1934. Now, let's move on to the functions of central bank. There are functions like currency authority or bank of issues. Second, banker to the government. Third, banker's bank and supervisor. Fourth, controller of money supply and credit. The last one, custodian of foreign exchange reserves. The first one, currency authority, or we'll be calling it as a bank of issues. Central bank has the sole authority for issue of currency in the country. In India, Reserve Bank of India, that is RBI, has a sole right of issuing paper currency notes, except 1 rupee notes and coins which are issued by the Ministry of Finance. So, the country issued by the central bank in its monetary liability. That is, central bank is obliged to back the currency with assets, yes, of equal value to enhance the public confidence in paper currency. Now, let's move on to the other one, bankers to the government. The Reserve Bank of India acts as a banker, agent and financial advisor to the central government and all the state government. It maintains current account for keeping their cash balance. It accepts receipts and makes payment for the government and carries out exchanges, remittance and other banking operation. It also gives loans and advances to the government for temporary periods. The government borrow money by selling treasury bills to the central bank. Now, let's move on to the other one, the third one, banker's bank and supervisor. There are number of commercial banks in a country. There should be some agency to regulate and supervise their proper functioning. Being the apex bank, the central bank, that is the RBI, acts as a banker to the other bank. Yes, it bears the same relationship with commercial banks or the later maintains with the general public. There are the bankers to the bank. This is a central bank function in three capacities. The first one, custodian of cash reserves. What is the custodian of cash reserves? Commercial bank are required to keep certain proportion of the deposit known as cash reserve ratio or CRR with the central bank. Yes, so the central bank acts as a custodian of cash reserve of commercial bank. The second one, lender of the last resort. When commercial bank fails to meet their financial requirement from the other sources, they approach the central bank to give loans and advances as lender of last resort. Next, clearing houses. As central bank hold the cash reserves of all the commercial bank, it becomes easier and more convenient for it to act as a clearing house. So, all the commercial banks have their own account with the central bank. Therefore, central bank can easily settle claims of various commercial banks against each other. So, by making debt or credit entries in their accounts. Now, controller of money supply and credit. The Reserve Bank of India, that is the RBI, is empowered to regulate the money supply in the economy through its monetary policy. So, it is a policy adopted by the central bank of an economy. in the direction of credit control or money supply. As RBI has a sole monopoly in a currency issue, it can control credit and supply of money. For this, RBI makes a use of following instruments of monetary policy. There are repo rate. What does mean by repo rate? Repo rate is a rate at which the central bank of a country, that is RBI in the case of India, lends money to the commercial bank to meet their short-term needs. Yes. Now second one, bank rate. What does mean by bank rate, or we'll be calling it as a discount rate? Bank rate is a rate at which the central bank of a country, that is RBI in the case of India, lent money to the commercial bank to meet their long-term needs. Now let's move on to other one, open market operation. Open market operation refers to buying and selling of government securities by the central bank to the public and commercial bank. Legal reserve requirement. Under legal reserve requirement, there are cash reserve ratio, statutory liquidity ratio. What is meant by cash reserve ratio? It refers to minimum percentage of net demand and time liability to be kept by commercial bank with the central bank. Changes in the cash reserve ratio affect the ability of commercial bank to create credit. As an increase in the cash reserve ratio, reduce the excess of reserves of commercial bank and limits their credit creating power. Statutory liquidity ratio SLR. It refers to minimum percentage of net demand and time liabilities which commercial banks are required to maintain with themselves. Yes. Now let's move on to the last one, margin requirements. Margin is a difference between the amount of loan and the market value of a security offered by the borrower against the loan. If the margin fixed by the central bank is 40%, then commercial bank are allowed to give a loan only up to 60% of the value of security. By changing the margin requirements, the Reserve Bank can alter the amount of loans made against securities by the banks. So these are the functions of central bank. Bank of issue, bankers to the government, bankers bank and supervisor, controller of money supply and credit, repo rate, bank rate, open market operation, legal reserve requirements, margin requirements. Let's move on to the other one, money creation or credit creation. What does mean by money creation or credit creation? See, it is one of the most important activities of commercial bank. Through this process of money creation, commercial bank are able to create credit, yes, which is far excess of initial deposits. Yes, the deposits held by bank are used for giving loans. Banks cannot use the whole of deposits for lending. Yes, it is legally and compulsory for the bank to keep a certain amount fraction of the deposits as a reserves. The fraction is called a legal reserve ratio, LRR, and is fixed by the central bank. Bank do not keep 100% of reserves against their deposits. The bank reserves only to the extent indicated by the central bank. Suppose bank reserve a deposit of ₹1,000. A part of the deposit bank keeps as a statutory liquidity ratio, CRR and SLR. Suppose LRR is a 20%. Legal reserve ratio is 20%. The bank keeps ₹200 as a reserves and gives ₹800 as a loan. The borrower is asked to open an account with the bank. Yes, and the loan amount is credited to its account. Suppose, so the bank will receive the deposits of ₹800. Suppose the man who takes loans and withdraw the money, he pays it to the another man, and the other person will deposit that amount to the bank. So every loan creates a deposit. Now the bank has ₹800 as a deposit. Yes, so it can keep 20% as a legal reserve ratio, LRR. Yes, and lend the remaining of rupees 640. Yes, so the deposits will creation continue in the above manner. So the bank can lend several times more than the amount that is receives as deposit. So money multiplier, which is equals to 1 by LRR. How many times more than the initial deposits can the bank lend? It depends upon the LRR. That's what I've said you. Money multiplier, which is equals to 1 by LRR. So money is created which is equals to initial deposit into multiplier. So 1000 into 1 by 0.2 is equals to 5000. Yes, so banks are able to create total deposits of 5000 with the initial deposit of 1000, just 1000. It means the total deposits become 5 times of the initial deposit. 5 times is nothing but the value of money multiplier. This is called a money creation or a credit creation. So far we have discussed about central bank, functions of central bank, and what is meant by money creation or credit creation. Thank you, students.